need supernatural rain on us. Oh, let it rain. Our hearts yearns for you, oh living.
Blessings TV. Blessed to be a blessing.
Hi, you are watching Time with Blessings on Blessings TV. I am here today, and it's going to be very, very, very intimate and fun and beautiful. And so I'm asking that you call a friend, tell a friend to call a friend, tell a friend to call another friend, and let them know that Time with Blessings is on. Well, you know I'm your host, SYLVIA Blessings, and today I am here with a beautiful lady. You know, this show is all about people who are ordinary with an extraordinary stories to tell. And today is really going to be an eye-opener. Some of you, you will cry. Some of you, you will laugh. Some of you, you say, I can see myself, you know, in the life of this lady. I am talking about this beautiful lady here, an author, a mother, a businesswoman, and really beautiful too. And so we are really, I think she's more beautiful in person, you know, than this picture. Very, very beautiful. She's a mother, she's married, and she's doing very, very wonderful. And so today, I want you to help me welcome Stacy Amewoyi. Stacy Amewoyi. The Lord bless you, sweetie. How are you?
I'm doing beautiful.
You are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Blessed is the man that married you.
Amen.
Now, you are an author. Before we talked about, you know, different things, you are an author, and you've written a book, The King's Choice, and that really got my attention. The King's Choice. Now, if you say the King's Choice, what do you really mean?
The King's Choice. Let me just say, when you read Esther, the book of Esther, a whole chapter of Esther,
That's it.
it's talking about a poor orphan that found favor in the sight of God. So when I say the King's Choice, I'm talking about the I am that I am.
Ooh.
And then under the King's Choice, I have you only see my beauty, but you don't know my story.
I like that. You only see my beauty,
Yeah.
but you don't know my story. Most of the time, people look at us and think that nothing is wrong. You know, everything is smooth, everything is wonderful. But until you tell them your story, they have no idea where you're coming from. And so I have you here for you to tell your story, the amazing story, the story of your ups, your beginning, your middle, and the bigger picture of where God is taking you. And I'm sitting here looking at you, and not only just the book, but I'm looking at a woman that God is about to shoot like a star into the world to affect lives positively. And so let's go straight into your book. Now, you are an orphan. Tell me something about your mother.
My mom is Rebecca Yesto Amewoyi, a very beautiful woman, very adventurous, who was just being her both love and everything. She just took off. She just took off. I got to know her at the age of 18, and then she took off again, coming back, being a dead body, being a disease.
So you met your mom. You didn't see her in the beginning of your life.
No.
Then you met your mom. then after meeting your mom, she disappeared from your life.
Yep.
Didn't see her, for a long time.
Yep.
And then the next time you saw her, she was dead.
Yes.
Wow.
It's a news. Your mom is there, just like that. With unanswered questions, with doubts, with everything. Like it was like, okay. It was crazy. It was crazy. I wish I could ask her a lot of questions about me, myself, and why. Why? But as I'm growing up, I got to understand that we women or ladies today do crazy stuff when they are in love. So I don't blame her because she was chasing the love of her life. That is what the story I was told.
You were told,
and
yeah.
it's up to her to be alive to tell me the
Oh,
reason why.
I like that. Let's go, straight into the book. Turbulence Arrival. Now, you said here, I was born on Sunday, the 26th of July, in the year in the 80s. But as to the accuracy of that date, I cannot tell.
Yep.
So you were born, you were born in the 80s, but you don't know whether it is 81, 82, 83. How is that possible?
I was born, my great-grandmother is very old. I was growing up thinking she was my mom, great-grandmother. So, you know how neighborhood, when you're living in a compound, everybody will tell you, you're a bastard. Just go, sorry to
No, it's
go
okay,
there.
it's
Like,
okay, it's
people will just be saying that you're an orphan, nothing good will come out from you. So I gathered information, I went back to her. And I was like, Mom, people say you are not my mom, you are my great-grandmother. How can that be possible? Because she is a beautiful woman, and then she's very strong and healthy too. So I was trying to create
A conversation.
something, and then she always brush me off unanswered. So I have to act crazy out of the box to get her to talk. And she was like, you were born 80s. And then she would just say, oh, your mom is alive, but I raised you. She did not breastfeed you. She just gave birth to you and give you to me. Or I took you from her because she's ready to chase the love of her life. So I am your mom. And then she says, oh, baby, so I should just forget it. So then I was very young and naive. I go back again, and I went back in school. Everybody have a surname. When they mention my name, there is no surname. And then
So they only call you Stacy.
they call me Stacy Amewoyi.
What is the meaning of Mawina?
Amewoyi is a gift from God.
Huh.
Like Nyamiche, something like that. So I was like, how come I don't have a last name? And then I like to mingle, I like to be noticed and all that because I like to dance and do. So people tease that, and that is the only thing they can use. So I go back to her again. I was like, no, you better tell me something today because everybody have 3 names. 3 names. I have Stacy. I have even before it's not Stacy, it used to be Celestine. I have to rename myself Stacy.
Wow.
Because of so many things that I'm going through. So I was like, one day, let me just do this. And then I have Amewoyi. So where is the last name? So the bastard that the people are saying in the compound house may be true. So tell me something. And then he said, okay, I will tell you something. You are born in 26. I don't know if it is 22nd or 26th July because she's old. But I know it's 81. I said, okay, thank you. And I gathered that information and I started doing stuff with it. So like my mom will be the actual person to tell me, oh, it's true. And then the people around over there too, some have moved and all that. So it's like I just feed on whatever it is.
Information. So you are only feeding on the information that the people that are mocking you, you only fed on that information.
Yep.
And that's how you went to your great-grandmother.
Yep.
So your great-grandmother, is that your mother's grandmother?
Yes, that's my mother's grandmother. Yep.
Wow.
She never had a child. She took care of her brother's case and a generation. She's a good woman. She gave birth to one, and then the child passed away. And then she has a kind heart that she took care of his brother's case like never before. Everybody, you wouldn't even notice. Like even me, if not because of the people,
You wouldn't have
I
known
wouldn't
that
have known
that was not
anything.
your
Yeah,
mother.
because she does it very beautifully and give you her all.
All right, so growing up, here, I read your book. So growing up, you started getting bullied.
Yep.
Why do you think you were bullied?
First of all, because I'm like a town.
You were a tomboy.
Yes, I like to do manly
You were a
stuff.
tomboy.
Tomboy, and then I also like to. You can't suppress me, or I'm not a type. Whatever I am, you have to notice that I'm there, because I like to fight with the guys and play with the guys. I don't like playing with the ladies because they always gossip and all that. So in school, I always get into an argument or defending a lady in school that have low self-esteem or being underestimated or being poor or something. Yeah, I fight my way to fit in, but always in trouble because of the people around me that cannot fit in. That they don't want to come to school or they are being bullied.
Right.
So if I'm in trouble, it's because of them. I'm always in trouble. And then people bully me around. It's like you went and I don't know how to say, like
Oh,
so
okay.
they'll end up saying you cross a powder down. So they'll just bring in and say so many stuff about you because it's an old lady that is raising
you up. Right.
Yeah,
I get it now.
something like that.
I get it now. So you said I could not escape more treatment and insult of my other family members.
To be honest with you, it's happening and it's going on now. Our family people, our aunties, our uncles, you sometimes believe these are the people that's supposed to fill in the gap, to show you love.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say my mom have a brother, have a sister, have siblings. So it's the same blood.
Right.
So if my mom is not in the picture, you guys supposed to and take care of me. Not the other way. They will call you all sort of humiliation. They will suppress. Now I understand. I would say spiritually, they will take some power out of you. And I believe strongly and say all kind of stuff so that you nothing good.
My God.
You end up accepting that you are good for nothing.
I got it. Got it. Because words are powerful.
Yep.
Words are powerful. Now, I want us to talk interesting. It's very interesting. I want us to talk about the ghost story. All right? The ghost story. Now, why do you think that they thought that you were a ghost that have reappeared? And tell us about it.
It all started when after JSS, I didn't even go. I know I did not do well that much, but there was some fire within me that I want to go back to school, like secondary school. So I'm looking for the old JJ money, green. I don't know the green JJ is green, just to pay my registration fee and go to secondary school, because I got 29, which is okay for me to go to school, but I couldn't. Nobody is willing to follow this useless girl, this good for nothing girl, because they have concluded and see my destiny that nothing good will come out from
They
me.
have concluded. You see, the thing is, my darling, man can conclude, but if God has not concluded, they are just wasting their time.
Yeah.
Because your destiny is not in the hands of a man.
Yeah.
Listen, people of God watching me, let me tell you something. Our destinies may not be in the hands of any man. Okay? God brings people along our path to shape in our lives. But that does not mean that our destinies are in their hands. And so they are looking at you thinking that nothing good can come out of you, because to them you are just a nobody.
Yeah.
So is that the reason why?
The reason is why I took off from the house. And I said, whatever God has penciled in my life, if I don't let what people are saying about me become me, I will not end up useless. And I dared them that I will fight. Then I wasn't I know there is a God. And then I was just mad with him, because how can you let all this happen? Personally, I was so mad, because I was like, if you can permit these people to do all that. So I said, God, if you exist and you are there and the way people are saying you do stuff, whatever you, Lord, have destined in my life, let it come to pass. So I took off. I just said that and I took off. That is when I renamed my name from Celestine to Stacy. Because I said Celestine, I'm trouble, I'm all that. I was watching Acapulco and then Cinderella, and then the lady in the movie is called Anastasia. And then she has a good character and behavior. So that moment I tapped into it and I picked the name Stacy to myself, and I went out there trying to watch people use clothes and then palm fufu so that I can gather the money to go to secondary school. That is how come the ghost issue. Now, in life, now what I have really come to grow to understand is people, we should be careful. People that comes in our life or we go into them for help. Some of them, if they grow up or they have the eye that we don't have, get to know your destiny or your life or who you become, the same people will give you up just to bring you down. I went to the restaurant. Before you can become a house girl, you need a reference, like somebody to your uncle. So in case of something, I met an old lady, not too old, and then I talked to her. She said, no, you need your brother who is older than you or your uncle. Here I am in my house. Nobody is even willing. If they say, Stacy, I can go out 3 months, nobody even cares if I exist.
Wow.
So I was like Kobolo, like just on the street child and doing whatever I can because I know nobody wants my welfare. So how will I get somebody to stand in and reference for me to become a house girl? And it's a big restaurant, the house. It's a very big, beautiful house. So the lady said, without that, they cannot take me. I said, okay. So I was going back. And the lady called me and said, look, I will strike a deal with you. I will say you are my sister's Jordan had just finished school and is in town. And then to a lot of students is at home, like they're preparing for secondary school just like myself. So when they pay you, I will take 10%. And I was like, if you like take all the money, because there was something missing. There was some inner joy, inner peace missing. Today I will say this Christ. That's what something was missing in me. So I just need a shelter. I just need where nobody will say, where people will be condemning me and
unbeaten.
All that. So the woman says, I said, okay, I said to myself, you can even take the money. If you want, I just need a place and a food to eat. Because I was desperate and wounded. I need answers of all stuff. So we went and then everything went on. And then I was working over there with a lady. And then she would take my money and some to hers every month. Everything was going on well until the owner of the restaurant, son, came all the way from London to town and then see beyond what they are seeing. This is a beautiful lady and says, no, if I finish my college, I want to come back and marry this girl because I see she has a star. That is where everything began to go wrong. The woman said, Share, I've been here for so many years, and then other people are also there. How can you just come within 2 months?
I want to marry her.
And then the owner of this rich people, back then, son want to get married to you. It becomes a rumor, and I was being treated. Let me say, favor found me.
Aya. I like that. I like that. Favor.
Yep.
What a shock. Favor found me. And so here you are working literally as a maid.
Yes.
And your madam's son comes from the United Kingdom and sees you and says, I want to marry you.
He said after college, I want to come back home and get married to this beautiful girl.
And it started a whole controversy.
And then, because they started, the owner of the restaurant is a very good woman. So they started treating me better than the rest.
Oh.
That's what favor does to you. He puts you in trouble.
Yeah, favor can put you in trouble too.
If you are not careful.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, the old people are there. They are also beautiful and all that, but they don't really see why I just barge into the place within 2 months.
And literally the prince want to marry you. So what happened?
So from there, rumors, they will call me. I don't serve in the main restaurant. I go to the big house. They will say they're rich. I wonder what is even there.
Wow.
I will go there to do the choice they give me. So I'm being treated different.
Oh, I see.
One day, I thought this woman has been good to me. Sometimes we should know how to keep quiet with our good news and wait till it manifest. That's the lesson I learned about them.
So when the young man said he was going to marry you, now you that people think there is nothing good out of you. You've been, you know, maltreated and beaten.
Yep.
And here, you go tell the lady that the young man said he was going to marry you.
There was a rumors already because the guy was making it obvious that maybe school, if after college I'm coming back to marry this guy, you guys watch something like that, and then it's really showing because the owner of the restaurant called me for everything. I could see like go to Stacy. Will you be the one to bring the food to my son, Stacy? So it was obvious. So I was thinking, let me be honest with this lady because she has been nice to me and say, oh, Mom, I'm this and this and that and that. This is what the guy told me. He said, I know. He screamed at me, I know, with some horrible and some God-forsaken look. So I was like, okay, maybe it wasn't a good timing. So sometimes we should just keep our good news to ourselves.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned over
Yeah.
there. So from there, one morning, I hear a scream. The woman was screaming, water, water. She was holding the drop there. Today is drop the yam, but at the 310, the Nokia, I can remember everything like red, was talking on it. What happened? He said he just got the news from the village that her sister's daughter, that is me, because we forged that story. So she's trying to get back at me. Is dead so many years' time, so I am a ghost. Come and see BTs.
No. Okay, so the lady forged the story. Why? Because she have to say you are the sister's daughter before you were accepted to work there.
Yes.
And so now she said somebody called her and said the sister's daughter is dead.
Long time ago. So I am a ghost. Then I was 17, 18. So the lady is trying to say that the sister's daughter passed away, let's say 14 years ago. So it's like I'm a ghost. Like I wasn't okay with the dead. They said what happened was very tragic. Just to get me out of the favor to manifest. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we should be careful who we go in. Some office you have to turn down. Just walk away.
I like that. Some offers you have to turn down. It is not every offer you take. Wow.
No.
And so she forged this story.
And then he starts screaming. So they pull me out of the room. And then guess what? We have 13 house girls. And all of them are interested in the owner's son. So it's like they were looking for opportunity to just get me out of there. Before they plot me with money, and then they find the money. Same, like
You've stolen.
And then later they themselves, they plot me with so many stuff, and then I overcome all.
Wow.
So from there they pull me, and then they said I should chew pepper, the chili pepper with garlic, to prove I'm not a ghost. And then
No. Let's hold on. I like that one. That's what, because when I read it, I'm like, what kind of a thing is this?
Yeah.
I mean, so they grinded pepper
No, I grinded with my teeth.
and garlic just to
I
prove.
hate pepper. I don't like hot pepper.
That's
But
just to prove that you are not a ghost,
I'm not a
but you are
ghost.
a human being.
Yes.
Listen, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hands are lifted. Hearts are crying out. Let it rain on us. Hands are lifted. Oh, Father, hearts are crying out. We need supernatural rain on us. Oh, let it rain.
Blessings TV. Blessed to be a blessing. Welcome back.
Listen, we're back again, and I am here with Stacy, and the story is getting very interesting by the minute. And so, before we went on the break, this is Stacy's book, all right, The King's Choice, and before we end, Stacy is going to tell us where you, the audience, can get a copy of this book. And I am going to encourage every single one of you, if you love, listen to me, if you love and have a compassion for an orphan, you ought to read this book. Listen to me. So she's going to tell us, before we end the broadcast, where you're going to get a copy of this book. And you are going to rush and get this book. And not only, now let me tell you something. You are not only getting the book to read, but as you purchase a copy of this book, now she herself is an orphan. Hello. And she's supporting orphans. And some she has personally adopted. And so we're going to go back into the story. And so here you are a maid, and you got the job being a maid, being introduced by somebody who concorded a story that you were her what? Her sister's daughter. And so now there were other maids in the house, all right? And it's just like Esther. There were other maids in the house, and every one of them had the desire to become the boss's, daughter-in-law. Yes. But the guy chose you. And so that was where all the confusion started. All right, so the lady gets faking to get a phone call that her sister's daughter, her sister said, her daughter has been dead for years, and then what?
And then, so that means I'm a ghost. So I should prove myself if I'm not a ghost. First of all, they bring the chili pepper and then the garlic for me to chew. And then they put water in the bowl for me to wash my face. If I'm a ghost,
oh my goodness.
It's crazy. Like today I'm laughing, but it wasn't
funny.
It's something that is always here, no matter how far I am today. I can't believe a human being can be this cruel, just because of favor and I don't know. And it did not even stop me. Let me go back to the story. So I was being beaten by my fellow colleagues over there, as we are all of maize. They slap me, they do. So anybody that comes in and hear, like that is why she's so beautiful. That is why she's like this. That is why she doesn't. They just hit me front and then they drag me. I said, no, I have a parent, I have a family. Now I want to be like the prodigal son, right? I want to go home because this is too much. And then for my wash, they give me a beating of my life like an arm robber with a cut a teeth, okay? They beat me from our wash to wash.
Are you kidding me?
From our wash to wash. And the sun was so scorchy and they don't care as we are going. Oh, what did he do? And nobody would, some will say anything at all. Oh, maybe she's trying to trespass in tree. It's like before, the moment Africans, we hear that.
Oh, la subidia kumaha.
Conclude.
Jesus.
Then they start beating. Sometimes we are, I won't say crucified because I fall short of that grace. That is for Christ, okay? But sometimes we are easy to conclude judgment, to bring a fellow human being down, even to the point of death. We don't care.
Wow.
From Buwashi. So as we get into Buwashi station, okay, the number keep decreasing because people say, now, of course, why are they? Stacy, what did you do? Says, what happened? Oh, this guy, then this you are too determined. And, because of my determination and my perseverance, like, I want to do everything. I'm just a happy soul. For some reason, I have a reason to be happy, and I don't know. In spite of everything. So people are like, oh, no, they have all kinds of names.
Oh, my goodness.
So when we get to my home, my great-grandmother break down, they start crying. What happened? She is my child. What did she do this time? Can I pay for it? And all that is the only day I feel sorry for myself. Like, I am maltreating, like I'm putting this old lady into something. That was that moment I break down. But I know I did not do anything. So I was also defending myself. Anybody that comes my way, I blow you, so they blow back. I was very, very. I'm also defending because it's like they push you, they do all that. And then when my great grandmother said that, now all of them start to run. But with my uncles and the rest of the people, nobody even cares to do that. Then I wasn't able to do anything for 2 3 days. But I went back. I did not give up.
You went back to the same place?
Not the same place. No, I caught the guy. The guy followed back to look for me, and then I sacked him. I just said, no, go away. I don't want anything because it's like if you look at the weight of where I am coming from and him, it's true. Whatever people are saying, if it was today, I will fight for. I will not drag him away. But I intentionally, the guy keep coming, and I did not even want to have anything at all. But the hatred and everything was too much. So I came back to my grandmother's place to start doing some small business. And I got into dancing.
Wow. So it was the dancing. So all these things going on. You are a fighter. You are fighting. You are trying to get your way through. You are trying to see your way forward. And this gift of dancing started surfacing. We are going to talk to Stacy when we come back.
We'll be right back.
Hands are lifted. Hearts are crying out. Let it rain on us. Hands are lifted. Oh, Father. Hearts are crying out. We need supernatural rain on us. Oh, let it rain. Our hearts, yes, for you.
Blessings TV. Blessed to be a blessing. Welcome back.
Listen, I am back with Stacy, and the story is getting very intense and interesting. So here we are. Stacy now runs the King's Choice. All right, and I want you to get this book. The reason why I keep lifting up this book is because the story is touching. Not only that, but and I'm going to ask you something about your father, because in the African culture, all right, there are a whole bunch of missing fathers. And missing fathers is creating a vacuum, I mean, a big vacuum in our community. And so, do you know who your father is?
Missing father. His he's among the list. He's missing.
He's among the list.
I don't know. I don't have any clue about him. Other siblings. So I tried. I did my best to do a research to see if I can even have a trace of
Nothing.
nothing. That's how come I don't have a last name in my
Wow.
green card.
All right, I'm telling you, this is just something else. And so, here you go back home. They beat you and take you home, and you run away again.
Yes.
Why did you run away again?
There was an incident. Like I get into dancing, so I went to funerals, outdoor. I can even sense when they are playing music because I want to dance, and I do show. I put in front. I play music like any good music just to dance, and then I realized that when I'm dancing, people go back, they make second, and they give me money. I was like, this is an easy way to make money than to be a house girl. So let me just get into dancing. So dancing became my everything.
You escape.
Yes, into my. The moment I hear music, even in church today, I dance because I can't. No matter how huge or big I am, it means something to me. So I love dancing. So when I came back one night, it was very late, like from 2 p.m. Then my half brother is in town, president. He's also wasn't in my life. He was given to one of my siblings to leave. So I also don't have much with him. He comes and then
He comes and beats you and go.
yeah, because I'm always into trouble. So whenever the complaint has been made,
Then they call him and come and beat you.
yes,
Wow.
that is what is happening. So that night wasn't my lucky night. I sneaked in, and then I go to sleep. I was so tired. Before I realized, bang, my great grandmother and my brother. My great grandmother ground pepper, second pepper with ginger to do what they.
Listen, you see, in Africa, you are just opening. So when I read this, I said to myself, you just opened up a floodgate of things that sometimes you block out. You literally block out. And I don't know if it was my oldest daughter I said this to. My mother is aware. My mother knows what I'm saying. My mother is alive. And if ever my mother is watching, she knows what I'm about to say is the truth and nothing but the truth. I used to eat a lot of candy. You know, the condensed milk one. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, Lord. So I used to eat that a lot. And my mother one day said to me, if you make an attempt to eat one more condensed milk, you are in trouble. And I overrided what she said, and I ate the condensed milk. And in my eating of the condensed milk, my punishment was them grinding ginger and putting the ginger in my private part, and I collapsed.
Me too. You read the book?
And when I read this, it was like the whole thing just came back, boom. I totally collapsed. I collapsed. If my mother is watching me, my mother will confirm this. I collapsed. And since that day, my mother never did it again.
Well, it was crazy. Why?
Wow.
They hold my leg, my brother, and then, so they were beating me. They said, I can't breathe. So the pepper water got into my eyes, and then they were able to put, the moment she inserted, I was set. Now, before I can realize, I was so wet and there's water all over, and then they were calling me like, wake up, Akos, back over, Akos, wake up. And I was like, trust me, when I collapsed, it's like I'm watching myself lying down, restless. It's like I within that short moment, it's like I replay myself, and then it's like, wow, that could have been the end of me. Because for what crime? You know what I don't like? Nobody was asking me,
Wow.
what is wrong? Nobody for a second asked me how and what I eat. Nobody has ever.
Wow.
say, Stacy, I believe in you.
Wow.
You are a good girl. But nobody saw anything good. But the moment you did something wrong,
They all
close
mobilize,
you.
yeah.
Why?
So here, because you went out dancing, I like the way you just took in a deep breath. You went dancing, your great grandma was upset, called your cousin, literally, and he came and you were mercilessly beaten, and they grinded ginger and inserted ginger your private part, which to them is a punishment, and you experience out of body experience. So how was it? So you passed out and you saw your own body lying down?
It was just a flash, like it just a short moment. You can. It's like you are. I don't know if you know how if you are passing, like if you are in the sun and then you are going to where the sun is. You see how your shadow just something like that. And then, because I was fighting with them, I was very restless. I was tired too. And then the insect of the ginger just ended. Just boom, boom. So they put water quick because I don't think she really want to harm me. She was thinking it was wrong punishment to give to a child. So they put water and then now they are calling me. So I just.
You snapped out of it?
Yes, and then I was like, what is it? What is it? What is it? Before I realized what is happening, and then I wake up. So when I wake up, now they are fanning, like those are, like they were just fanning me so that I can catch my breath or something. I don't know what happened. And then when I did that, they opened the door and I ran the hell out of my life. I never looked back. I ran. That morning, I ended up in Kadishi Market.
And that was how.
I became a street child.
Oh.
It wasn't like I was dragged out, but what happened to me, and then the ginger, I have to go squat somewhere and use the pure water, the old type one, and then the pain, and then the fact that do they even love me at all? I was dancing because I have to pay for my for certain stuff because I want to go to school. If I've not eaten, nobody even asked me what did he. Nobody even asks you how you survive, and then you are doing your period and all that, pad and all that. Nobody even knows. But when they said something is wrong with Stacy, then they will come and beat Stacy. So I was like, so I have that. Then I was so mad with my grandmother too. I took off.
Wow.
I took off.
I want us to look at this here, and all I needed in life was someone to care about me. That was all you needed.
Because here I am, I don't know my father. My mother is not in the picture. I'm with the great-great-grandmother that is old. And then we all need a shoulder.
Wow.
Just that one person. You don't need that much.
Wow.
That one person to believe in you. That one person to even listen to you. Just to ask you, how are you? You know, just to check on you. That's all I needed.
Wow.
Just one person. Nobody. Unlike today, I have thousands.
Of course. You see, the issue, I believe, is this. When our destinies are made obvious, it is not everybody that can take or handle a soul that God has blessed. There are some that will see a gift and will rally around the gift and make sure that the gift becomes better. And there are some that will see a gift. Now, let me chip this in, because when I read this book, this is what I got about your life when I read the book. You know, in Africa, when it rains, there are these bugs, this huge bugs that you see hitting the light when it rains. When I read your story, this is what I really got out of it. When it rains, the light bulb is there, it's on, and you see this big box, they keep hitting the light. And I believe their main intention is this: we enjoy the darkness. So if this light is there, it's really just disturbing us. So let's just keep hitting the light until it goes off. But what they don't understand is that there is an electricity that the eyes don't see. And that is what is giving that bulb light. And so when I read your story, my darling, this is what I saw. You are a light, a soul, a spirit that God himself has blessed. And here, when they see the light, they are looking for every avenue to kill that light. But what they don't understand, that the light is connected to electricity, a source, and that source is God.
Thank you. And that is where the man of God came in. You see? Very perfect. Because that man of God called Pastor Joe, that is the person that I did it to.
Yeah.
Just look at me, did not judge me, condemn me. He said, wow, I believe in you. One day, one day, you will see that I told you. Let's go to the beach and pray. Let's go to scripture. Let's go to prayer meeting. I was like, Papa, wait, coming to me, I was a young boy. You know, I was like, I was just wounded. Like, I don't care. But the man was so patient.
Oh,
Today's man of God,
I like that.
churches and ministry.
I like that.
Some of them are doing the job practically. He did not just make me confess Christ that moment and just leave. But he makes sure I believe in God. He did not judge me. Sometimes
You are a very strong woman.
Yes, because I am a survivor.
Oh.
And then he came in. He will come and wait for me to go to Bible school, or Bible
Class,
teaching,
right.
Bible class. Sometimes I will do him for 1 hour, like I will not be there. He will come, he never complained. He never. I was like, let me just start going with this man. I was thinking I was doing him a favor.
Oh, wow.
And then I started. He makes sure. Say, I should pray for my case. I should pray for my future. I should pray for my businesses. I was like, you know, I was like that local, raw girl. And then guess what? Everything I fake with this man of God at the beach, at the church, activities and prayer. I was just saying because I would say it, and then after he leaving, he give me some coins for food, or he bring some leftover food down. Everything came to pass. I mistakenly proclaim amount of kids I want. What I proclaim, like whatever I said then, because I wasn't know what I was saying, because honestly I wasn't in the spirit. And she's saying, yes, when I see him coming, I start praying and doing that. I was doing my own.
Wow.
And today, everything. Sometimes when I lay back, then I am doing this charity job and I'm on the food, and I was like, wow, the man really gave me something to hold on, something that money cannot buy. That was the inner peace
you were looking
inner
for.
joy that is only this man that gives nobody. There is a period.
Now here you are. What you did not get. Somebody taking you to the hospital, making sure you are okay. Somebody coming to your aid and loving and caring for you. You really did not get that. But here you have orphans you are taking care of.
Charity is a matter of pocket. You can give without loving.
Yeah.
But you can't love
Without giving.
It's a principle.
Yeah.
When I always says that when you know who you are and then you really understand Christianity at all, you serve anybody.
That's it. Service. Service. People of God, I want you to listen to me today. when I was introduced to this precious woman here, the story really, really, really got my attention. And I decided to do this. My main objective of allowing Stacy to come is because this platform, I mean, really, it's ordinary people who have extraordinary stories to tell. And there is somebody probably watching me and saying, that is my story. That's my story. I was helpless. I needed help. There was nobody there to help. And not only that, and I think your beauty also made people angry. You are so beautiful.
So the favor can get you in trouble. Even if you are not beautiful.
My goodness.
Then
You, yeah, yeah. My darling, you are preaching to me. I mean, you are literally preaching. I mean, the favor God has given me, I've gotten me into so much trouble. It's not even funny. I'm telling you.
Divine favor.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Favor is not fair.
For no reason.
Favor is not fair.
People just
Yeah.
predict and say stuff on paper, yourself and all that. Just do that.
Tell us more about the project you are doing, or the project you are into, taking care of the orphans, and you take doctors home just to make sure that these people who have nothing, they have no money to pay you back, and so you make sure that they are covered. I want you to tell us about your project.
Yeah, it's called Stacy Foundation. This is what we do. We are into vocational skills, health screening.
Awesome.
Because there are so many people out there, especially when you look at the market, the villages, some of them don't have health insurance.
Yeah.
So they don't know their health status. So
That's it.
Go do that every year to do it for at least every region, 200 people.
Fantastic.
It's about first come, first serve. We do hair screening, and then we refer you if you have to go for treatment.
Fantastic.
People in Kolebu and other various places to continue. And then I'm into taking the people that have my story. I wasn't much educated. But some people, it's not because they go through my story, but some of them don't have the money to go. So if you are gifted in, you want to learn sewing, hairdressing, makeup, and all that, we
wonderful.
train you.
Okay,
And
fantastic.
then what we do is we give you a little small thing to establish, which I have a lot of case that comes through. That is a lie. There's much dropout back home because of the system and the school back home. Yeah, the ladies are getting into prostitution now. Some are following people's husbands.
Oh,
just
Jesus.
because of what they want. Sometimes, I'm not saying you should settle. This is what I don't like, okay? I did a job. I'm not saying I am a saint, okay? But whatever we are doing on this planet, there is a reward.
Yeah.
And then accountability.
Yeah.
Account for it. Divine ownership. Whatever it is you possess, even if it is your body and you are poor, you cannot. You have a choice. Learn something.
A trade.
Tea,
Yeah.
I did. Pure water, I did. Do something and seek God and pray for Him to connect you to the right people, for you to become some. You cannot use that to chase people's husband. There is a curse for that. You cannot use that to end up in the street. Don't condemn them also if you see them doing the prostitution. Because some of them were being raped by their stepfathers. Some of them has been abused by their uncles and brothers and all that. So it's not their will. For the fact that they are lacking Christ in their life, they think that's the best way to find escape. So don't judge them if you cannot help them. But if every part of your body belongs to you, and then you said, oh, they won't pay bread. You want the shortcut way, and people should work hard and establish their family. For you one day to break that. I'm talking to you. If you listen to me, listen. You have a choice in this life. Work hard. Do something. Come to us if you want to learn the hairdressing, makeup, or anything. Oh, in Samuel Juma, when you learn a vocational skills, you don't need to know any English or read and write. Some of the makeup and the therapy, yes, but some courses are there that I, Stacy, will come down in the teachers to your level because I was at your stage. And if today I can bring a book down, what else can God do? I'm a living testimony to what Christ is all about. I'm telling you, you cannot settle for less. God did not create any useless thing on this planet.
Higher.
You become useless It's a choice.
Yeah, when you choose to. When you
Don't
choose
know
to.
what people are saying about you become you. You have a choice. The fact that you breathe, you eat, every part of your body belongs to you. You have a course on you to transform your life. Nobody can make you become a useless person if you did not give them the chance by doing the work.
I am so impressed. I am so impressed. I am so impressed. And my prayer for you and for your husband and for your children, that the pain you've gone through will not, well, it did not stop you and it's not going to stop you. I believe for a fact that the purpose and plan of God for your life is now unfolding. It has not completely unfolded. It is now unfolding. Therefore, it's from glory to glory to glory to glory. I want you, Stacy. I honestly, I really, I can't let you come without, this camera here and praying for somebody. You can do it. Pray for somebody who is going through the same thing you went through, and is thinking that they will never survive. Is thinking that that's the end of it. Is thinking, you know why I have these two women back here, and I sit here and I look at them. These two women here. Yeah, there is a reason why I posted them here, because this in those days, women preachers were not common. No, were not common, and they have to fight and survive to be heard around the globe. So I look at, anytime I get to the studio, I am looking at Catherine Coleman, and I'm looking at Amy McPherson. Amy McPherson was the woman that started the Foursquare Church, churches around the globe. She's dead and gone, and the churches are still thriving, and it started by a woman. Now, you have survived, and you continue to survive. From a woman to a woman, I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I pray that God will continue to sustain. But I want you to pray for somebody that is going through what you went through. Let them know that they will survive. Pray for somebody. Jesus. Wow.
I know it's not easy.
Yeah.
In your relations, disgrace, in your doubts, if there is a God,
My
but
God.
I urge you, wherever you are, bless them. Do not give up.
Yeah.
Keep holding on. Don't give in. Don't do the things you don't want. Just say no. It's okay to walk away and say no. Wherever you are, just keep praying. I just want to tell you, He did it for me.
My God.
His timetable will never be ours. God. Spirit of patience.
Jesus.
Pray.
Jesus. Jesus.
Don't let go.
Jesus.
Trust Him. The story. Wherever you are right now, don't kill yourself.
Jesus.
Don't do it. To get okay. Whatever the devil gives, it's not for free.
Like that.
So work hard, pay the price. Be foolish in the eyes of men. Be wise. And dear, there is eternity. There is a God. I'm a living testimony. I empower you this evening. It is well. God bless you. Don't give up. Fight. Fight. He is the can do God.
I like that.
I am that. today. I went to Saito. He did it for me. Text him. You are alive for a reason. People wake up this morning. Why are you still alive? Read the book of Jeremiah. He said he knows the thoughts and the purpose and the plan. He has the life manual of our lives. Why do we then go seeking for magic instead of miracle?
My God.
I urge you. Hold on. Do not give up. He will do it.
He will.
God bless you. Amen.
Stacy, where can people get your book?
It's on Amazon, e-books, Barnes and Nobles, and even Walmart online. Anywhere it has been sold.
It's there. Can you zoom in for me, please? Can you zoom this in for me? I want every one of you watching, thank you, the King's Choice. Let me hold it well. The King's Choice. This is it. Wherever books are sold, the book is there. Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. Please make sure you grab a copy of this book. And I'm asking that don't just grab a copy, but read it. And as you read it, the same God that kept Stacy alive, he has not changed. He's still the same. And as he kept Stacy, he will keep you as well. All you ought to do is stay connected. Where? To your source. Until I see you. When I see you, make sure you get a copy of this book. Please. Let's stand and support Stacy. Every little penny of this book is feeding the orphans. And you know, this is our passion here with SYLVIA Blessings Ministry. We are called to give. And so, let's do it together as we stand with one another and as we do this. Heaven is pleased. Heaven is excited. It is wonderful for women to get up and to do what we call to do. I am making it public and seeing if you have the time. I have a women's conference coming up, and I would love for you to come and encourage somebody. All these women that are broken and wounded, and some of them, they have nobody to talk to. Some of them, it is the mascara and the blushing and the makeup that has covered scars. But when these makeups are removed, there are serious scars that only God sees. And so thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Thank you. I am proud of you. Sister, I am proud. We'll see you tomorrow, God's willing. I have a great man of God that will be right here. A man of God, a businessman, a priest, and an earthly king. He'll be here tomorrow. And we have a lot to talk about as he sits here, a father to many. And we're going to talk to him. I'll see you. The Lord bless.